And welcome back to Eye On Sports. Olympian Marvin Anderson is the new president of the Olympians Association of Jamaica. Anderson replaces the 72-year-old Vilma Charlton, who was the former head of the association, which was formed back in 2005. Anderson, along with the executive member, Sharon Simpson, joins us now on set to discuss the new way going forward for the Olympians Association of Jamaica, which many wouldn't have quite have heard of before. However, it's a new day and a new age in the association. Sharon, no stranger to our set here. Welcome back to Eye On Sports.
Thank you.
And the new man in charge, Marvin Anderson. Welcome.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for having us.
You know, it's Christmas time, so we have to give the viewers a treat, all right? And that treat is looking at the Olympians who have represented Jamaica and, of course, those who will be representing Jamaica in the future and what is in store for them. And it's all about their welfare. All right, Marvin, let me check in with you first. You are now the president of the Olympians Association of Jamaica. Tell us a little bit about this particular association.
Well, Jeremy, before I start, let me just take this opportunity to say that maybe 2 Fridays ago, this association, which has been in existence since 2004, we had our first annual general meeting. And it was from that general meeting this new executive was implemented. And I'm happy to have Sharon here with me. But the full complement of the executive is led by our secretary, Kathy Ratchie-Samuels, right, from athletics, Alan March, treasurer, from swimming.
Yes.
From swimming, yes. Correctly. And other executive members include Vilma Charlton, the outgoing president, Davian Clark, who is based overseas, he's a coach, Mr. Nelson Stoke, which we are known from bobsleigh, 4-time Olympian, and of course, Sharon Simpson here. So I'm very blessed to be surrounded with a lot of experience in terms of our administrator, along with some youthful aspirant who is looking forward to do well and to move this organization forward. But just to say that the OAJ, the Olympian Association of Jamaica, its mission is simple, is to really represent the needs of our Olympians. And in that same breath, we want to ensure that our Olympians stand as ambassador to really promote the Olympic value throughout Jamaica. So those are the 2 immediate mandates which our Olympian Association of Jamaica will be looking to carry out in the immediate future.
Yeah. Sharon, not yet retired, still active, so an active Olympian. In terms of the needs of Olympians and what are some of those? And with this association, just how significant is it?
I think it is very significant. I'm very happy to be a part of the executive board of the Olympians Association of Jamaica. And I think with me being on board, I can help to get more Olympians on board, the younger ones. And there are so many opportunities being an Olympian. And I know with all the opportunities there, the other Olympians will definitely come on board.
Yeah. Marvin, it's a 58-member association for the time being. How much are you looking forward to expanding the membership?
I mean, definitely we're looking. I mean, when we think of it, I mean, globally, when you talk about an exclusive club, I mean, globally, you can't ever think of anything that goes above the Olympian club. I mean, globally, there's roughly a little bit over 100,000 Olympians.
Right.
In Jamaica, we have roughly over 500. And if I think our current membership at the moment stands at about 58. So we'll be looking to really tap into that network that we have of Olympians to really increase our membership. And I'm happy to have Sharon on board because with her still being active, I think she can tap into a demographic which we'll be looking to reach, which is our current and younger Olympians, to ensure that they become active and ensure that they have a home in the Olympians Association.
You mentioned Sharon, and you know, good to have her on board with you. But for the average Jamaican, sometimes they think of Olympians, when they hear of Olympians, they just think track and field. But it's not a track and field Olympians Association of Jamaica, but it spreads right across all those persons who would have represented Jamaica at the Olympic Games.
And,
right?
and that is why when you look at the current makeup of the executive, although it might have been dominated with more athletics, which is, I mean, during the summer games, athletics is very dominant. We ensured that we had a swimmer and we had Nelson Stoke from bobsleigh that really represent other events.
That's the Winter Olympics.
And that's Winter Olympics. So that was important. That was important for us. But in terms of growing the membership, and although as an executive, we haven't really put out our mandate, our strategic plan going forward. Some of the immediate needs that we'll be looking to tap into as an association is to really increase our awareness of who we are and what we do.
Yes.
And it starts right here. And,
right, that's why I have you right here on Eye On Sports.
Thank you for having us here, so that we can really bring some awareness to ensure that our Olympians know that they have a home, but to the broader sporting fraternity to ensure, because I mean, lately a lot of people, they do not know what this Olympian Association is about. So we want to increase the awareness. And importantly, internally, we want to ensure we take care of our Olympians. We want to ensure that our Olympians live fruitful and have successful life, not just while they're competing, but their post-athletic lifestyle.
And that gives me the perfect segue, and both of you can take a shot at this next question. Do you believe or do you feel that Olympians who would have represented Jamaica are taken care of or are getting off their due worth after retiring and then after having represented Jamaica? Because we know a number of them, they disappear off the scene and we don't hear of them. Sometimes it's unfortunately when they pass away and that they are remembered. So how do you both feel about how Olympians, the Jamaican Olympians, are treated by and large? Sharon, you first.
I do think that they are not really taken care of after retirement, and it is very good now to have the Olympians Association to let athletes know that after retirement there is an association in Jamaica that will help them with that transition, and just to know that they will be taken care of after, and whatever needs there are, they can come to the association for help.
Marvin, how do you feel about
it? I think just to really elaborate on what Sharon said, that this association will provide a platform for Olympians. And one of the things we always say that who knows better what Olympian needs rather than an Olympian? And we will know the needs of our Olympians, because some of the times, not to say that they're not taken care of, but I think sometimes the resources are centered and are structured are going into the wrong places. So I think the intentions are there to take care of our Olympians, but sometimes it doesn't get to that specific needs. And I think this platform will lay the groundwork to ensure that whatever resource, whether it's from government or non-government agency, to ensure that whatever needs to be done for our Olympians, this organization is in place to ensure that the resource can be funneled through us to ensure it gets to our Olympians and specifically the ones who are in need of it.
A major question for a number of sportsmen and women is life after sports, because if you're good enough, you get a 10 to 15 year run at the very top as a senior athlete, but then there's life after, and what do you do after retirement? How will you as an association help these athletes to address this particular question and concern which would reach them even before they retire?
Well, I'm happy you bring up that, Jeremy, because one of the motivation for myself and Sharon to really get active in this association, because I personally have just a couple of years retired from competition, and I know that transition isn't an easy one. One of the pillars of this organization is we're going to ensure that we create a roadmap to where our athletes can, whatever what sport it is, they can easily transition to their post-athletic lifestyle. And the programs and the partnership that we'll be looking to form in with the corporate side, we want to ensure that our corporate side provide employment, whether it's in the form of internship. We want to ensure that our university can continue to support our athletes, whether it's their postgraduate studies. We want to ensure that through the Jamaica Olympic Association, we continue to do seminars to really provide and to really ensure that our Olympians can move on and to be leaders, because I think the skills that has been developed through the attitude of becoming Olympians, those stories needs to be shared on a global platform. And I think those are some of the avenues that we'll be working to ensure that we don't see our Olympians as just some athletes who might have run down the track, who might have swum in the pool, who might have thrown the ball, but they are more than that, and they have a story to tell. I want to ensure that this organization provide this platform so we create that linkage between corporate Jamaica and our Olympians to ensure that our Olympians live fruitful life post-retirement.
All right, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to be looking at fundraising for the Olympians Association of Jamaica. If we have an equal membership as it pertains male and female members of the group, and maybe even those who are non-Olympians who might want to get involved. We'll take a break and come back with lots more. Soon come.